Hey everybody, day 24. I'm in Grifferaie and I'm loving it. It's I've had just a lovely day. I stayed in a hotel last night, hotel room. It was heated, so I was able to set the temperature to what I want. It's the little things, right? You push a button and the temperature changes. The stress of the Chateau preparation is all sort of washed away, and the stress of just kind of making it back, missing a bus or missing a train or something like that. All of it's gone. I'm here. I fly out tomorrow, and just feeling great, feeling really good. This was kind of the tough trip, honestly. Of the trips we make, the Christmas one's the toughest because it's the coldest. And even if you look at me, like, I'm looking at myself, I'm like, man, my eyes look beat up. I'm like aging. I don't know if it's the temperature or just like the stress or whatever, but because in the December work time, you have the kind of the stress of all the things you need to get done and the cold temperature, but you don't have the joy of the students, or it's coming. So looking forward, the next time I be out here, it's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna have great learning, and we're gonna get to know some great kids. But we're here. I'm in Paris, and I just had a wonderful lunch. I'm done my 21 days for 100 euros, so I was able to eat out, and I got a great, oh man, it's like actually a pretty cheap place, like meals between 11 and 18 euros. So for Paris, that's good. And I'm scouting it out for the students because we're going to stay in a hotel right close to here, actually, right to Notre Dame in the Latin Quarter. Hotel Marignan is our place. So really excited about it. Well, anyways, I wanted to talk just a little bit about this venture. I wanted to have kind of like a Christmas Eve chat. I know it's not actually Christmas Eve, but in day 24, it kind of feels like it's Christmas Eve. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about this whole undertaking. It's been something, and it's been so encouraging to have so many of you guys come into this with us. I can't remember which day it was. I think it was towards the end of our term last year, and it may have been after like a great discussion in class with the students about some of the things we were learning and just things that they're going through in their life. Like, we had some deep conversations with young people. Or it may have been after the leak. It may have been when the roof, when we had problems with the water, and I was just staying up all night, and I was so incredibly stressed. But it just occurred to me that the whole thing is worth it. Like, this undertaking is worth it. And I remember I walked into the classroom, and I was feeling kind of emotional that day, I guess. And I was just so and I walked in and I sat across from the students around the table, and I looked at them, I said, you guys, thanks so much for believing in us and coming out to this program. Obviously, we're doing it for you, and without you guys, this whole thing would be nothing. And then I said this, I said, when we got into this a couple years ago, Leslie and I made a $1 million gamble, and it was completely unsafe. We didn't know how it's going to end, and we honestly still don't know it's going to end. There's 100 ways things could go wrong with this, but we made $1 million gamble. We sold everything we had, we mortgaged everything we had, and we put it all in one basket. And we bet, and we didn't bet on the Chateau. And I looked at them and I said, we bet on you, because we believe in you, and we believe in the potential for good that you carry. We believe in your future, and we just believe in you, your generation, and it was a beautiful moment. And I think that has been what has underscored this whole program. We're trying to create a special place. We're trying to create a special place where young people can come together and get away from their world, and they can connect, they can explore the world, and they can figure out who they are, and they can learn in community, and they can connect with God. They can read the scriptures, they can think about deeper things, and they can be mentored by faculty, and they can be surrounded with love, and it can be part of their story. And we're also trying to save them money because education is so crazy expensive, and we think we can do it cheaper. That's what we're trying to build. And nothing in life that is significant comes without effort. I had a metro pass. I could go anywhere in Paris. I chose this place because it is loved. And every time I walk into a chateau, a big church, a cathedral, that's what they call them. Every time I walk into a big cathedral here in Europe, I'm always amazed at the effort that people put in for hundreds of years to build them. And it's occurred to me more than once that some people really cared about God or something to do this. And I guess that's kind of what we're after. We're not building a building like this, for us, the building is an end. The building is a means. It's a means to an end, and the means is, you know, to help young people come and find this place to grow. And honestly, the YouTube channel isn't an end. It's not. In fact, the YouTube channel isn't even a means. The YouTube channel is a means to an end. The end, again, is young people growing. The means is the Chateau, and the YouTube channel helps the Chateau with Patreon and just exposure and stuff, and also getting students. So, you know, we try to keep that in focus, and it's been a great year. I could not be more happy with how it's gone. I can't wait to get home to my family. We're gonna have a beautiful Christmas. You guys got to see what I cook, and I'm actually a pretty mediocre cook, mediocre to bad cook, but Leslie's really, really good, and so I'm going home to have some amazing meals, and I have a wonderful family. Leslie and I married for 31, 32 years. Mr. Bingley, been in the family for 4 or 5 years, and then of course our beautiful children. It's going to be great to see them. And we're going to Canada too, see my brothers and stuff, sister-in-law. It's awesome. So it's been a great trip. This thing has been an adventure. Let me just kind of make a couple life lesson points, pastoral comments, I'd call them in a church. You know, I don't know what your dream is. I don't know what your dream is. I don't know what you want to do with your life. When we were in the middle of all of this, you know, at one point we were asking, like, what, you know, you're asking the big questions. You're like, what do we want to accomplish with our life? And it was just, we wanted more than just to own a really cool house and to have a really comfortable lifestyle, you know, in the States. You can eat in some great restaurants. I mean, I would love to golf. It'd be fun to get a hot tub, you know, you could just take it easy. My job, teaching, is not a very challenging job for me. I love it. It's kind of simple. For me, it just comes normally to me. And, but we didn't want that. We wanted to do something for the world. And so I'm excited that it's happening. I'm thankful to God, and I'm thankful to all of you guys for watching these videos and for encouraging us. And some of you, you know, sending notes and gifts and things like that. It's wonderful. It's much appreciated. And I hope that you can find something in your life too that can be your magnum opus, your big project, you know, what you're trying to do with the world. Because we all need that, right? We all need that. Thanks for joining me on day 24. It's going to be great. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to have a very restful sleep, and then day 25, I'll show a little bit of the plane and stuff. But then I'm going to have Leslie and I are going to do it together. So it's going to be fun. I hope you'll join us. Thanks.